9 senators said it should be legal. In the Ledeen Commission, the Ledeen Commission, 1972, said pot should not be an offense requiring jail. They said people should be able to grow and use cannabis without fear of being put in prison. Let me tell you something a little about prison food. Prison food is a crime. Prison food should be prohibited. They should have good food in there. They should be allowed to grow their own food in prison. They would teach them a valuable skill and give them some self-respect and allow them to eat good food. But prison is a form of abuse where they throw you in jail and anybody tougher than you gets to beat you up. That's not what we should be teaching people who have violent problems. We should teach the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We should treat people decently when they're thrown in jail, and maybe they'll learn decency. But instead, they feed you this horrible, horrible bread and sugar, and occasionally, once a week, maybe twice, you get a vegetable. Or a piece of fruit. Exactly. Yeah. And they pay you to work in jail. $2 a day to work in the pallet yard. If you work really hard, after a month or two, you might get a 25-cent a day raise. But, I mean, and Carper wants to just build more and more prisons, so he gets that concentration camp labor cost. And pretty soon, everybody will have to compete against prison labor, and they'll drive down wages that way. They just want to hire half the population of Canada to mind the business of the other half. If not cops, then they want jailers. If they don't have jailers, they want drug counselors. I don't need drug counseling for my intelligent preference for cannabis. I need a menu. I'd like to see a menu on the table so I can order the kind of cannabis I like. But I don't need to be sitting in a 12-step program with a bunch of other people saying, "Hi, my name is David, I've been clean for 12 minutes. I don't think that's going to help me, because it's an intelligent preference. Everybody, if you're not paying attention, you might not be stressed and depressed. But if you are paying attention, you're paying attention to the Gulf, you're paying attention to Fukushima, you're paying attention to what's going on, this war, that war, the other infinite war, the oil wars, the drug wars, bomb in Libya, bomb in Afghanistan, bomb in sending drones into Pakistan, which happens to have nuclear weapons, you get a little stressed and depressed. It's a universal condition suffered by all intelligent people. And cannabis is a great antidepressant and relaxant. In fact, it's the world's best antidepressant and relaxant. If you look at the old medicine bottles that they had in the 1910s and 20s and 30s, they sold cannabis over the counter, and it said sedative and antidepressant right on the bottles. So big pharmaceutical companies are now making billions of dollars selling cannabis substitutes. These big pharmaceutical companies know that cannabis is the best medicine. They just can't monopolize it. That's why it's illegal. But everybody qualifies as a medical user. If you don't like stress and depression, you want to medicate against that, and you choose cannabis, you're a medicine user. And healthy people use medicine too. And now the radioactive rain's coming down on us. So, smoke them if you got them. I'll hand the mic over to Neil.